you know, we're down one. Kind of like brain cells. Made it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here in the shop and we're going to be working on my 1985 Pontiac 6000 wagon. This is the one that has the 3800 supercharged engine in it. Weather's getting nice here in Michigan. This thing's been sitting all winter, so it is time to get it ready for the road. We're going to change the oil. Got a power steering leak to look at and a few other parts. Let me show you what I got. So over here on top of the Pace Car Fiero bench, on top of my 80s Pontiac rug, we have the parts for the car. We have an oil filter and oil to get it serviced because it was last year. It's the last time the oil was changed. We have a washer fluid pump for it because that was not working before. The center vent is broken in the dash. I actually found this new old stock one. It's even the right color. Get out of there. Right color green. It works. So we're gonna get that swapped out. Also, I found this. This is the outer dew wipe trim piece for the driver's door. This piece here, you can see how the rubber's all cracked up, and we had the window down in the summer and your armrest on it. This stuff is sharp. They call that a dew wipe on the Fiero. I don't know if they call it that on this car or not. But you see this one is not all cracked up because it's new, been sitting on a shelf for 52,000 years, and it replaces this whole strip. So we're gonna get that installed. Got to figure out how to take it off and put this one on. I'm sure there's screws and whatnot required there. And then I just got to find the other three because all of them are that way. But I'm kind of excited I found the driver's door one. That's the most important one to me. And then I found these new old stock vent shades that will work for the wagon. These would be cool because then I can have the window cracked if it's raining. You know, right now it doesn't have AC, but we are going to get the AC finished on it. I just got to find an evaporator cord and get it ordered. So that's not happening in this video, but all this is happening so then I can drive it. The other thing, I got a few things because I know I've talked about taking this thing camping, and I think that's probably what we're going to do. Don't worry about that 3.8 liter right there. It's for something else. I got a little tent thing for the back and some door cover things. We're going to try all that on it. And then this year, maybe I'll take it on a couple trips and camp out of the back of it. There's a lot of room back there and it's comfortable. So obviously, I got to get things moved here. Let me get stuff moved, get this car to where it'll go on the lift, and then I'll be back with you. All right, so here we are. We got it in the shop. I guess first things first, we'll put it up in the air and change the oil and look at the power steering supply line because that is leaking. I don't know if a clamp came loose or what. Probably at some point have to come up with a better solution for that, but for now I'll just see if I can get it to quit leaking. But oil change is a good place to start. All right, so here we are underneath the car. Everything looks pretty good. You can see over here it's a little damp. That power steering line is right there. That's the pressure line, and when I hit full steering lock, it sprays fluid out of there pretty good.
That's pretty neat.
So maybe I'll just put a couple new clamps on there and see if that takes care of it. It's dry over this way. It's just that one corner. We'll have to pull our drain plug, drain the oil, filters up there. Great location. Moving back, just kind of checking stuff over here real quick. Everything in the rear here looks good. The one thing I have noticed is the exhaust has been hanging low. Well, apparently my little donut fell off my hanger here, so I'm gonna have to get that back on there and figure out how to get it to stay on there. Yeah, otherwise everything looks pretty good. Not bad, considering it's been sitting around all winter. Let's get the oil drain pulled and see what that looks like. Let's see, I think it's a 15, 13. 15. Woohoo, got none on me. Yeah, oil's dirty. It does have that pen grade oil in it that's like a dark green color to begin with, so not bad. Doesn't smell like fuel or anything. Here you can see the AC stuff. We're not going to do that in this video, like I said earlier, but I've got it to the point where it's wired up and it will turn on. But these two lines need to be flipped, so we got to figure that out, because somebody didn't realize, you know, one's suction, one's pressure, and I had them flipped, and then that's what blew out the evaporator core. Anyway, like I said, not worrying about that today. Everything else here in the front end doesn't look too bad. Dirty, some dirty leaves. All right, back here at the exhaust, this thing should go on there. Oh, it's broken. All right, well, we'll have to find a big hose clamp, and we can put a big metal hose clamp around that. And we can put it up there like that. The hose clamp will hold it better, and the exhaust won't be rubbing, and it'll be a little bit higher. Let me see if I can find a clamp. Oh, it's almost broken on that side too. Quality parts. Meanwhile, this one from 1985 is still fine. Bet that'll work. Indeed it will. Let's see here. Tighten this up a little bit. There we go. Seems all right. Should be good. Gets the exhaust up a little higher. All right, let's get this oil filter off. It's right up here. Yeah, there we go. Guaranteed to make a mess. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Subframe won't leak that way. Or won't rust, I should say. There we go. Had the wicks on it. And we're gonna put the fresh wicks on it. Make sure to put some oil on our O-ring so it comes off next time. And spin her on. Like so. We'll wipe up our mess that's everywhere now. All right, now we can put our drain plug back in, tighten that guy up. Now all we have to do is address this power steering line over here, which I found some clamps. I got these two clamps here. I think we'll take those two loose and put these two on it and tighten them up. And then maybe just one of them, I'm not sure, and then see how that does. So to do that, we have plenty of room. I think I'm just gonna loosen the one clamp at the end there. I'll make sure the more forward one is tight. Slide that one back, put the new one in the middle. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess that clamp's just gonna come apart. Oh, great, great, that's cool. There we go. All right, and then we take our new clamp here. We fit it up in here, maybe. And we can try to tighten it, I guess. See what happens. That's not lined up, that's what happens. We're really messing this up. I think we're tightening the thing okay. I don't know. Okay, that's tight. Let's hope that takes care of it, I guess. Like, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. It's gotta be better than what it was. All right, put it down and we'll top up fluids and start on some of this other stuff. All right, back down here. Gonna go with our pen grade synthetic blend motor oil, 10W30. Open the container. This is 5 quarts, which is what this should take. Gloop, 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 gloop. And I've been using this pen grade and both Fieros, been pretty happy with it. I did not use it in the original engine that I put in this car, which I figured why put expensive oil in it, because I already knew it was going to have an issue. But we'll take a little better care of this new engine. Made it. Not really. Yeah, we're full. After we start it, double check it, and we'll be good. All right, now we will move on to some of the other stuff up there. Probably the washer pump. And it mounts up in the washer windshield wiper motor area. It's a very interesting setup. So let's get on that. All right, so we got the car back on the ground. And we have this windshield washer pump that totally doesn't look like it's the same age as the car. And what we have to do to install this is head over here to the car. We need to remove this piece. The pump goes in this little housing here. I already have the old one removed because I had ordered a washer pump for this before, but I had apparently ordered the wrong one. So there's at least 2 screws. I think there's a third one under here. The electrical connector for it is right here, which I've got to apparently get a flashlight to see what I'm doing because I can't see. So we'll get this removed and take it over to the bench. All right, take a little pick. Get this connector undone like that. And then these are T20s, I believe. No, I'm wrong. They're T15s. These are T15s. And I believe this thing just comes off like so. And the pump goes in this hole in the bottom here. And yes, there should be 3 screws, but apparently I dropped one of them when I took this apart the first time. All right, so here we are at the bench. You can see here, this is, the pump goes into there. There's a couple contacts down in there. You can open this pump. A little filter piece, a little seal or something. C is the gasket. So this is the gasket. There's the little retainer clip. This goes over here. And then figure out what way this goes. This goes in here like this. Maybe we can just tuck the gasket in with the screwdriver, like so. And then there's this clip, which I'm not sure how that goes. Does it go in here like this? It goes like that. There we go. There, the clip is in there. The pump is in there. Just like that. This goes on the hose that goes down in the tank. Get this reinstalled and then we'll see if it works. Alright, back over here at the car. We got these couple hoses to put on here. Which one's in and which one's out? It says this one's out. And that goes to the wiper squirters. That means this hose is in. That goes on that one. Then we come down here, put that thing like that, start our 2 screws, because, you know, we're down one, kind of like brain cells. And we go together. Like so. Then we'll plug it in. Now we'll go in the car and see if it works. Actually, I take that back. Go over here to the tank. And this is that little piece that came with the pump, the little filter thing. Let's put the new one on. See, fresh and new. Push that on this hose. Put that in the tank. Now we can go in the car and see if it works. All right, so here we are in the car. Turn the key on. Hey, look it. I have windshield washers again. Well, I say again, I never had them. And now they work. Look at that. Works pretty decent. Driver's side one's got to be adjusted down a little bit. Yeah, good to go. Awesome. Oh yeah, we can start it up too. See if we build some oil pressure since we just changed the oil. We sure are. Awesome. So I think our next thing we're going to do is replace this center vent. You can see that it's busted on both sides. In order to do that, we have to remove this trim down here on the bottom of the dash or on the radio. And then there are some screws along the bottom of this thing, then it pops out. I'm pretty sure we did that back when we put the digital cluster in. So, similar thing. And we can get that vent installed, and then we're on to the door trim piece that I have to figure out how that installs, the seal shiny chrome piece. And then we can put the vent shades on, and then we're done with the maintenance part of this. I'm really excited to have windshield washers again. Alright, let's get the vent replaced. Alright, I stand corrected. I was about to pull this trim, to pull this piece, then I was looking down here because I knew there was a screw right here on the trim, and I noticed there's 3 screws here. So we just undo these 3 screws, and this vent pops out.
How neat is that?
And then we can put the new one in, put the screws back in. I still can't believe that I found one of these vents. Right color and everything. New old stock on eBay. I think I paid 36 bucks shipped for it. I don't know how I did it. I paid 80 bucks for the seal piece. Let's remove these screws. Alright. 1 screw, 2 screws, 3 screws. Now, it should just come out. So the hoarder in me says I should keep this. The "you have too much crap in your barn" version of me says I should just throw it away. I guess let me know what you think. We'll set the new one in there. 1 screw, 2 screws, and 3 screws. Bada boom, bada bang. Look at that. Can actually adjust the vents. And it's the right color. Man, I don't know. This car is just getting too nice. Okay. On to door stuff. Alright, I realized I didn't need it in the air anymore, so I moved stuff around. Got the Furos back in. So, we are replacing this piece here. And I remembered I have the service manual for this. I actually have 2 of them. Got the door open because it's nice out. It's Monday, March 9th right now. It was 70 degrees today. It's really nice out right now. It's supposed to be another decent day tomorrow, but severe storms in the afternoon, they're saying. We just had tornadoes Friday, slightly south of here. So I figured I should get everything inside. But I think I'm going to close the door because the highway's loud, and then let's go look at what the manual says. Bye-bye. So over here at the manual, we are removing the door window belt sealing strip. So it says to apply tape to protect the paint. Not too worried. Remove the inner door trim panel, the water deflector, and the noise sealer. And then there's holes that you can get to the screws because this is screwed on. Also says to remove the outside mirror. So we'll probably do that as well. Then after you undo the bolts, it just pulls up. New one goes in, tighten the screws, put the mirror back on, door trim panel back on. Good to go. Seems pretty easy. So we'll see how this one goes, and then I just need to scour the internet and see if I can find a right front door and then both rear doors because those are trash too. Then they'll all be new seals. Or find the rubber and I can replace the rubber on what I have already. Anyway, let's go get that door trim panel off. I don't remember what I need for that. I think I need a Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and a pick to remove the window crank. Let's get over there. Okay, we're back over here at the door. God, what am I doing? Okay. Phillips screw. Phillips screw. Remove this. Lever this out. There's a Phillips screw back there. And there's one right here. This comes off. And I think there's a couple more under here. Then the whole thing just pops off. I think there's also, on this side, there's a little Allen key, and then we can get the door adjustment thingy off. And since we have to remove the mirror, we'll have to get that off. Let's get started. We also have to take this off, which I believe was already kind of broken. And there's another screw back here. Glad I remembered that. That trim comes off. Lever that off. That's off. There's a screw here, a screw there. Now we just gotta get this window crank off. So there's this clip on the back of it that you remove, and then the door handle or the door crank comes off. Window crank, that's what it is. Easy for me to say. Window's gotta be all the way down. Now this should just come off. Like so. All right. So the screws are in here. There's one there, one there, one there. Gotta figure out. Oh, I can get in there. And there's one up here. Have to pull this little rubber piece off. And I do wonder if I can sneak this out of here without taking the mirror off. Just slide it back, maybe? I don't know. Well, I gotta get these last two. Alright, one screw left. Well, I guess I could remove the window. It's one screw right there I gotta figure out how to get. Yeah, I think we'll take the glass out. What do I need there? 210s? Don't want to break the window. Okay, window glass is out. Now, I can get this last screw. Last screw. All right. Like that. Ta-da! Now we just got to put the new one in. Like that. And now we do the opposite and put all the screws back in it. They're very tiny screws. All right, and there's that one. I think that's all of them. Now we can put the window glass back in. The window's bolted back on. All right, Let's get this door trim panel back on. And then that's that for the seal. And there you have it. Doors back together, windows up, new seal piece is on. Shouldn't scratch the paint, and you can see how nice that looks up tight against the window compared to how these ones look all cracked up. Well, here you can look at this one up here, all nasty. All right, next I guess we'll look at these vent shades. All right, so we're over here at the vent bench. Let's open these things up that have been probably sealed since 80s or 90s. This one's the rear. These are the fronts. These are actually metal too, by the way. And those are clips. All right, let's see what we do here. Okay. All right, so you pull out rubber window channel, which means we got to put the window back down. Clips go up in there and snap it in place. Yep, copyright 1986, so these are pretty old. Interesting. Let me see what I can figure out here. All right, I got 3 of them on. Passenger front door is the last one. Let me tell you, 40-year-old seals don't really pry out of here that well. There we go. Okay, as you can see, they don't really want to come out of there that well. So then you're supposed to take your vent shade and stick it in here like so. Then we throw it on the ground. Let's see if I can throw it on the ground again here. And we take these clips and they go kind of in there like that. And they shove up until they click. And that's what holds it in place. Like that. And then we push the seal back up into place, like so. And you can roll your window up, like so. There you have it. Vent shades installed. And this is what they look like on the outside. You can even show where you nicked it because you dropped it because you're an idiot. I'm glad I found these ones. All the other ones I found were chrome. I like the black. Black looks good. So that's that. Here's the driver's side. I dig it. Now I can have the windows cracked and not get blasted with rain, I guess, when it's raining. It's kind of my goal. All right, and then last but not least, we keep talking about taking this thing on a road trip and sleeping in the back of it. So, there's quite a bit of room in here, especially if we fold the seats. Like so. There is a ton of room in here. Like, I can lay in here. And I got plenty of room. I just need some sort of a mat to lay on. It's actually quite comfortable. Be better with a pillow and a blanket and a mat and all that, but would be doable. Now that being said, I bought a couple things. Let me show them to you. All right. First thing, being this tent thing, goes over the hatch. Obviously I need a little practice setting it up, but it goes like that. And then, if you find the zipper, you can have this open, and then you have a screen. Obviously you can open the screen. Like so. There you go, you got more room inside here. All kinds of room for activities. So you can sit in here. This keeps you protected, keeps bugs out. You can have the screen here, have some fresh air, or you can close the whole thing, have some privacy. Gives you a little more space, some airflow through the car. If you don't want to do it this way, or to add to this, I also bought these things that go over the back doors that I haven't figured out yet. These go over the doors. And there's these there's little awnings on it. And these also have screens in them. Sorry, for whatever reason I can't do things and talk at the same time. My thought is these may even be more useful than this tent thing, because you could just pop these on the doors. You wouldn't need to have the hatch open. And you'd be good to go. Somehow, these go over the doors. Here you go, so you get the gist of it. I feel like they're meant for bigger doors, bigger cars, what have you. Realistically, it would work like that. You can open these and you have a screened window that's open and it's kind of covered, so if it rains, it doesn't rain in. This is as far as these windows go. Like, I could adjust those and make those work really nice. You wouldn't even need the back tent thing. And then all I need, because I got two of these, so I could have one on this too. Then all I need is something to cover these windows, and maybe something to kind of go across here. That's like a curtain, so then it's, you know, dark a little longer and you can sleep in. Anyway, this is kind of my thought for camping. Take a road trip, camp in the car at night. Got room back here for a cooler and whatever else you might need. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of a neat idea. Maybe we'll try that out sometime. If that's something you want to see, want to do, let me know. I'll find some place kind of cool to go. we can go see something and camp in the car overnight and see how it works out. I mean, I've already got my little battery cooler here. Fit a couple drinks in there. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. Got a lot of stuff accomplished in a short amount of time. It's 11:30. Some of us have to work in the morning. Trying to get back in the swing of things. Hope this video was enjoyable. We got plenty more stuff coming up, plenty more things to do. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. Obviously, we got projects on projects on projects. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.